Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling, presented by the Idiot Radio Network, offering a weekly look into the world of professional wrestling with guest interviews, news, results, and much more. Now here's your host, Stephon Devereux. Stephon Devereux, we are back. Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. I want to thank you for joining us today. Wrestling fans, big day here in the world of professional wrestling. The NWA 70th anniversary show is tonight, live on Fight TV. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Live from Nashville, Tennessee. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship will be defended by the champion himself, Cody Rhodes. And best out of three. Best out of three. Now, I didn't know that little stipulation was added. You know, take it back to the old school. Because I'm an old school type of guy. But let's be real. Tonight it's going to be popping. Oh, welcome to the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. I'm back after a week's vacation. I was chilling down in Austin, Texas. Beautiful weather. It's kind of hot some of these days. A couple of days. But anyway, beautiful weather, beautiful people. Austin City. I love you. Yes. Austin City Limits Fest. Had some fun down there. Got to chill with my man Lil Wayne, Travis Scott, Shaquille O'Neal, among many others. Didn't get to see my man Paul McCartney. I'll sing some of the show, but we won't get into that right now. Didn't get to see Metallica. Well, some of the show, but my head was in between my legs for most of it. We won't talk about that either. I may do a blog. Yes. Don't forget, you can check out Angry Kids 24-7 radio.blogspot.com. But anyway, it's down in the description. You can check us out. You know how we do it. But let's get into some professional wrestling. Tonight, we have best out of three falls. 2 out of 3. Nick Aldis going after his mind, NWA World Heavyweight Champion. That title, that championship belt is so beautiful. God, I wanted that belt as a kid, but we won't get into that either. But Nick Aldis, he's going after that belt. And the man he has to take on is Cody Rhodes, a fine champion, I may add. A fine champion, I might add. Yeah. Is he going to do it? I don't know. Also, we have NWA Women's Championship match. Jazz, the lovely Jazz. I know you remember Jazz when she used to beat them women up in the WWE and ECW. Yeah. Taking on Penelope Ford for the vacant NWA National Heavyweight Championship. And see, I want to complain about this real fast. Let me complain about this because I'm not even going to give this match its due. You know why? Because there's one man who should have been in this match who's not in this match, and that is the Crusher Hanson. Crusher Hanson, former NWA National Heavyweight Champion himself, and he's not in this match? Appalling. So I'm not going to give this match the credit it deserves. Now I'll talk about it next week, of course, when we get the results. But not today. I am protesting on behalf of Crusher Hanson. We got some pretty good guys in this match, too. I mean, Ricky Starks. Hey! Cole Quebec. Let me shut up. Okay, anyway. Tim Storm will be taking on Peter Avalon. Grudge match. Yeah. Tim Storm, former NWA Heavyweight Champion. He's now, pushed down on the card now. Now I was going to talk about that. You know what? I'm going to leave that there. I can't talk about it. I can't. You never know, let's just say. Yeah, I got friends too, people. I got friends too. Because, I made some phone calls before I did the show, and I said, hey, what the hell's going on with Tim Storm? But I got friends, and my friends told me to shut up, so I'm going to shut up. Anyway, let's move on. Are you excited? Are you excited? Does this card make you want to go and spend $24.99 on this show on the Fight TV network? Fight.tv. Does this make you want to give them $25 right now? I'm going to be honest with you. Not at first glance. I'm going to be real. But if you go and look at the main event of this card, it's worth it. It is most definitely worth it. You have two great athletes who are doing their thing in the ring right now, prime of their career, and they're fighting for a World Heavyweight Championship. Mind you, the World Heavyweight Championship has meant more to this business than any other championship, than the WWE Championship / WWF / WWF. The NWA Championship has meant more to this business than any other championship. And tonight you got two fine athletes, Cody Rhodes, Nick Aldis, fighting for that belt. Oh, my God. $25, take it. It's worth it. It's worth it. I already put my order in. Did you? Fight TV. Yes, FITE.TV. FITE.TV. You can go stream it live. Watch this match live. And the way these computer screens are these days, especially mine, they look like TVs half the time. So if you're streaming it off your computer, it's not, oh, God, it's going to be beautiful. Or you can hook your computer up to your even bigger screen TV. Yeah. Now, that's what I tend to do. I'm a little old school. I don't have Fire Stick or anything like that. But I tell you this, I am going to have this match on my TV screen tonight. No disrespect, Walking Dead. No disrespect, NFL football. This is the match that people need to be checking out tonight. I don't care if you did not spend $1 on anything else pro wrestling related this year. And we're in October. Middle of October. I don't care if you didn't spend a dime. Tonight's the night that you want to spend that money. Because this match right here, this match is going to change the course of wrestling history. I'm telling you. I know for a fact. Why? Because I study this business. That's what I'm supposed to do. Been studying it for over 36 years. And I'm 40 now, so I was 4 years old. But the way these things work out, ooh, it's going to be hot tonight. Yeah, I can't wait. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. And when I come back, I got some mega news to get to. Mega news to get to. Two wrestling legends have come together with a billionaire. And they may be going after Vince McMahon. That's up next here on the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. Stephon Devereux, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We'll be right back after this break.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
Discover the weird trick people are using to make over $3,500 a month taking paid surveys from home. Jason White is known online as the king of paid surveys. He's been taking paid surveys online since 2009 and has earned over $274,000 just from paid surveys. He knows that may seem hard to believe, but it's 100% true and verified. Large multi-billion-dollar corporations need your feedback and suggestions about their products and are willing to pay huge sums of money to get it. If you go to bit.ly/makingmoneywithsurveys, he'll show you how to get your piece of the pie. Companies desperately need your opinion and will pay you cash for taking short surveys. Plus, you'll get $50 for taking your first paid survey. So go to bit.ly/makingmoneywithsurveys.
And we're back. Stephon Devereux, the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. I want to thank you for joining us. Big news. Big news. But before we get into the big news, I want to send my condolences, my RIPs, you know what I'm saying, to one of the greatest technical, one of the greatest brawlers, whatever you want to call this guy. I mean, let's be real. He was able to do it on the ring. He would cut a promo. The dude could cut a promo with just a facial expression. Let's just be real. He was probably one of the greatest to ever do it, and there's not going to be, I don't see anyone in the next, maybe Dean Ambrose. Yeah, I was checking him out. He was looking okay. He does those facial expressions, but, man, RIP to my man, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Dick Slater. Yes, Dick Slater passed a few days ago, just a few days ago, 67 years old. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He's pretty much been everywhere. One of the few wrestlers who wrestled in practically every territory and every main organization, mainstream organization. I was actually checking to see if he did something in ECW before the show, but ran out of time. Anyway, RIP to Dick Slater. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But we're going to move on here. Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. Oh, Stephon Devereux. Big news, big news, big news, big news. Oh, my goodness, we got some big news. So, man, what's going on? Ronda Rousey. Did you see that promo? Did you see that promo from this past Monday night? I was on a plane on the way back from Austin, and I'm watching Monday Night Raw. Yes, who knows? You can watch television anywhere these days. But I'm watching Monday Night Raw. And Ronda Rousey cut a promo on Nikki Bella. Whew. I'm going to say this. It was one of the best promos I have heard in years. And I give this woman so much credit. Ronda Rousey, she got me. And with the rumors going around that they want her to be a part of the Total Divas show now because the ratings are going down the toilet. But we won't get into those ratings because who cares? Could be a smart move for the show. Could be a very smart move for this show. But that's not why we're bringing Ronda Rousey up. Ronda Rousey reportedly working with one of the greatest talkers in professional wrestling history. Thanks, guys. I know it's not me. But, hey, we're looking up. But, Paul Heyman is reportedly working with Ronda Rousey. Multiple wrestling media sources, outlets, are hearing from their sources that Ronda Rousey and Paul Heyman have been working very closely. Yes. And Paul Heyman has been feeding Ronda Rousey these lines, which makes sense because those lines were stinging. Oh, my God. Man. Especially the line about her. The John say, anyway, I will not repeat them. But Paul Heyman's working with Ronda Rousey. Does it make sense now? Ronda Rousey's out here doing her thing. Does it make sense now? Yes, it does. Especially on a promo tip. She is killing these promos. So I would like to give Paul Heyman a round of applause because he's doing something that I think more elders in this business should be doing. They should try to do their best to get this woman over because if you make her look good, the business looks good. I'll get into that later. Anyway, let's move on. Now, the WWE's dealing with a few things right now, and we'll talk about that in the next segment, the major issue. But right now, there's some talk going around that Fox, the Fox network, the same Fox network that just gave the WWE a lot of money to air their programming, SmackDown and other shows. Now Fox is going at the WWE, and they're asking them to actually, I'm going to tell you like I heard it. They're telling them that they would like SmackDown to be more of a sports-related show, unlike the storyline-driven show that SmackDown has been since the day it started. Now, there's been some back and forth going on between the two companies, and I believe that Fox is going to win out. And let me tell you why. Fox just gave them that money, number one. And number two, Fox, I get what they're doing. I say this is why, and look, I'm going to hit you with a I told you so. This is the first I told you so. Because here's what I'm saying here. Fox gets it. Fox understands how to get ratings. You have to be risky. You have to. You got to take risk because if you don't take risk with your programming, then you will not get the ratings you want. Let's look at what Fox is currently airing. Shows like Empire, 911. They brought back Lethal Weapon, which is an edgy show itself. Fox want that edge, and they see the edge within their sports department. Now, especially if you add the WWE, which I'm thinking is Thursday Wednesday maybe, because you can't have it on Thursday because they just signed the deal with NFL to where they'll be airing NFL games on Thursday nights. So, and maybe Tuesday. Maybe they'll keep it on Tuesday nights. Who knows? But the WWE, they have no other choice but to do this. They have no choice but to do this. Because if they don't, then the bosses will be mad. Who are the bosses? The guys who cut the checks, baby. That's Fox. But this is going to be incredible for this show because this is what this show currently needs. This is what the WWE needs right now. NXT is practically a sports competition show, if you really look at NXT. But can SmackDown follow suit? I believe it can. WWE pretty much has no other choice. And here's why. Again, they cut the check. Fox cuts the check. So, and the screen goes blank. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about someone else who's cutting checks. Because rumors are Mark Cuban has decided to cut that check. And he's decided to give that check to Chris Jericho and Jim Ross to start their own wrestling company. And this company will air on Access Television, the company that is owned by Mark Cuban. Can I say it again? I told you so. I told you so. Just a few months ago, I told you this. Mark Cuban knows what he's doing. This is what you see why he had New Japan on his channel for these past few years. Testing the market out. Bring in your own company to possibly replace New Japan here in the United States. I don't think they will replace New Japan, but I do believe that he puts this on his television channel. And the backing that he has, the money that he has, oh man, this could be interesting. This could be interesting. Why? Because Mark Cuban thinks the same way. He's a maverick. That's why he owns the Mavericks. He thinks the same way that Vince McMahon thinks. They don't think inside of the box. Both of these guys became billionaires thinking outside of the box. If there's one person who can compete with Vince McMahon, it's this man right here. If there's one person that can knock Vince McMahon off the block, it's this man right here, Mark Cuban. Especially when he has Chris Jericho and Jim Ross helping him fulfill this plan. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. But you know what? We're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to dream a little bit more. And when we come back, we're going to get into some of that WWE news that I was talking about. Man, they got a decision to make, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about their upcoming decision. Stephon Devereux, the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy.keephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
We're back. Stephon Devereux, Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling and wrestling fans. And also, you know, we do some music things here, too. Also want to send a shout-out to the No Chill Battle League. That has a big event coming up. Killzone 2, November 10th. Yes, November 10th, 2018. 6 p.m. at Club Elegance, 804 Braddock Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. No Chill Battle League, Killzone 2, November 10th, 6 p.m., Club Elegance, 804 Braddock Avenue, Pittsburgh, PA. Okay, let's get on here. yeah, I'm still with the Mark Cuban thing. I think that Mark Cuban should, and I'm hoping that he does buy this organization or create an organization with Jim Ross and Chris Jericho. Hope that happens. We'll see. But we got to move on here, man. Oh, my goodness. Big news. Okay, so the WWE is still undecided. WWE is still undecided as far as what to do on the the big Saudi Arabian show. They have Crown Jewel coming up. Look, here's my thing. I understand everything that's happened. But see, when people make Vince McMahon, you know, when they push him into a corner, Vince McMahon, he doesn't come out, you know what I'm saying, just saying, okay, I'm sorry. Vince McMahon fights no matter what. That's the one thing I love about Vince McMahon is that Vince McMahon fights no matter what. He fights. He fights. The people, the media, the fans who were telling Vince McMahon to sit down and please just reschedule and so forth, and look, you are not, you're not helping your cause here. You're not. This man fought the United States government when he could have just taken a plea deal. He took them to court. This man fought Ted Turner when he could have just sold out to Ted Turner. He said no, and he fought. This is what this man does. He was bankrupt, and he fought his way back. Forcing him into a corner, people, is not going to help your cause. Vince McMahon is the reason why Vince McMahon is one of my heroes is because of this. It's because of this. It's because people, you just don't realize who this man is. Now, he may bow down to some stockholders. He may bow down to his board. Why? Because they're a piece of the company now. They own a piece of his company now. But the Vince McMahon that I know and knew growing up would say, kiss my ass. I'm doing the show. You're not going to tell me to cancel this show. That's the Vince McMahon that I know. You're not going to bully me into canceling this show. And I said it right. Bully. No different than how I, myself, Stephon Devereux, Aaron Lester, was bullied on Twitter this past week because I gave an opinion. I gave an opinion on who the Democratic Party should bring into their family and prop him up to go against Donald Trump if you think you have a chance of beating Donald Trump, which you don't. And I was destroyed. But I'm not worried about myself because I have this thing called freedom of speech. And Vince McMahon has the same thing. It's called rights. And if he wants to do this show in Saudi Arabia, then let the man make his money. Because we all want to make money in this business sometimes. There are certain things we can stand against, but guess what? He's not thinking about the Saudi Arabian royalty. He's thinking about the fans. Sometimes we should do that as well. Stephon Devereux, the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling, I want to thank you for joining us. I will be back here next week, and we're going to have some fun. Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling, here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Thanks for joining us.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.